Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
वैष्णव।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप सदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातां सह गणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सह गणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं जैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवति उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते नारसिंहाय नमस्तेजस्तेजसे आविराविर्भव वज्रणखा वज्रदंष्ट्रकर्माशयान् रन्धय रन्धया तमो ग्रसा ग्रसा ॐ स्वाहा अभयम् अभयम् आत्मनि भूयिष्ठा ॐ श्रौम्। Hare Krishna. So let's continue. Today is a very special occasion. Today is the Adivas day of Nrsimha Caturdasi. Tomorrow is the Lord appearing, and we are preparing ourselves, our consciousness, our understanding of what it means to pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, what it means that Lord Nrsimhadev protects his devotees. So, in continuation, we are going to cover seventh canto, seventh chapter, and when Prahlad Maharaj was instructing his fellow schoolmates about the signs of God, signs of God. In fact, seventh canto is called the signs of God, and Prahlad Maharaj was saying then they were surprised, yeah, because we have also same teacher like you. We also have Chanda and Amarka, but we never heard all these things. We only heard about uh, how to love ourselves and how to hate others, how it is politics, what is morality, and all these things, but not about this. So, how do you know this? When you say you said that you have heard from Narada Muni, but yeah, when was that? So this is what hmm, Prahlad Maharaj is telling. And in fact, interestingly, Narad Muni is telling this whole Narsimhadev pastime to Yudhishthir Maharaj. So Narad Muni is going to tell about what he spoke to Kayadu, who is mother of Prahlad. And interestingly, Narad Muni is saying, Shri Narada Vacha, Evam Daitya Suteh Prishto Mahabhagavato Sura Uvacha Tan Smayan Manaha Smaran Mad Anubhashitam. Although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a family of asuras, he was the greatest of all devotees. Having thus been questioned by his class friends, the sons of asuras, he remembered the words spoken to him by me. If you see, uh, here it says, unto them, Uvacha Smaran, remembering, Mat, He is saying about me, Mant Anubhashitam, whatever I have spoken, this is what he said. Sri Praharada Vacha Pitari Prashtite Smakam Tapase Mandarachalam Yuddhodyamam Param Chakrur Vidudha Danavan Prati. So here is saying, when my father he went to Mandarachal mountain to perform Mandarachal hill to perform austerities to please Lord Brahma, at that time what happened is the head of heaven, King Indra. Let me know. Are you able to hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
So went to Mandarachal Mount, and that time, um, uh, in his absence, that demigods headed by King Indra made a severe attempt to subdue all the demons in warfare, because this was a golden opportunity. They know that it's not easy to conquer Hiranyakashipu even that time, even before he got this great boon from Brahmaji. But it was that Hiranyakashipu was head of the demon. I'll let you know later how he became. But Pipilikair ahir iva drishtya loko patapanaha papena papo abhakshiti vadanto vasavadayah. And Allah says, a serpent is eaten by small ants. So the troublesome Hiranyakashipu, who always inflicted miseries upon all types of people, has now been defeated by the reactions of his own sinful activities. And this is what they were saying, oh, he is now not there. And then they attacked. Anyway, so I'll not spend much time on these slokas, which are self-explanatory here, which is saying, when the great leaders of demon who were being killed one after another saw the unprecedented exertion of demons in fighting, all the demons just escaped. Simply to protect their lives, they hastily fled from their homes, wives, children, animal, and household paraphernalia, everything. Paying no heed to all these, the demons simply fled. And when that happened, then um, victorious demigods, they plundered the palace of Hiranyakashipu and destroyed everything. Then King Indra arrested my mother, queen. Uh, Niyamanam vignam rudatim kurarim iva yadrichagatasa tatra devarshi dadrishe pati. When this happened, then my mother, she was crying, and at that time, Narad Muni, he came, who had that time had no engagement, appeared on the scene and saw her in that condition. So this also shows the Lord arranges the protection of his devotees even before they are born. We can see here what happened. This Kayadu, when Indra came to attack, at that time Kayadu was already pregnant. So, but in spite of that, they tried to carry away. And Narad Muni said, "Oh Indra, this woman is certainly sinless. This Kayadu, this wife of Hiranyakashipu is sinless. You should not drag her off in this merciless way. Huh? This chaste wife is wife of another. You must immediately release her." But then, of course, why Narad Muni is saying she is sinless is, first of all, she is sinless. She is chaste wife, and who is she actually? Is the daughter of Nagaraja, whose name is called Jamba. Yeah, and what happened was, long time ago, when Andakasura he became a devotee after hearing to Mother Ganga. Then Sukracharya was not happy. He was disgusted. How can a demon become a devotee? No, no, no. And then what he did is he replaced. He immediately asked Hiranyakashipu to take over the king of demons. Then, what did I say? Yeah, and this they were ruling Patal Loka. And when he was ruling Patal Lok, at that time he wanted to conquer Nagaraja, the Jamba. At that time, in order to avoid avoid, yeah, for the welfare of his own people, what he did is, okay, I can give my daughter. Though Kayadu was not interested, but because of this compromise, she had to, yeah, yeah. But after that, she was very chaste. Of course, she was always telling, don't become an enemy to Lord Vishnu. That's what she kept telling, but she was a chaste wife. So Narad Muni knew this. So he said, okay, don't do that. You must immediately release her. And for that, he's saying, Sri Indra Uvacha Aste Asya Jatare Viryam uh, Avishahyam Sura Dvishaha Asyatam Yavat Prasavam Mokshertha Padavim Gata. So he's saying, is this is seed of Hiranyakashipu, of that great demon. Uh, Therefore, let her remain in our custody until her child is delivered, and then we shall release her. So we don't have any problem with her. We have only problem with the child. Just like how the ants will kill the snakes, so how bit by bit, so they wanted to kill the baby. But then Narad Muni is saying, Ayam nishkilbishah sakshan mahabhagavato mahan tvayana prapsyate samstam anantanu charo bali. What are you doing is, the child within this womb, woman's womb, is faultless and sinless. Indeed, he is a great devotee, a powerful servant of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, you will not be able to kill him. इत्युक्तस्तां विहायेन्द्रो देवर्षेर्मानयन् वचः अनन्तप्रिय भक्त्यैनां परिक्रम्य divam yayo. After this, after hearing this, they returned to their own places because they heard that, oh, it's in fact a devotee. Tato me mataram rishi samayini samaniya nijashrame आश्वास्येष्योतां वत्से यावत्ते भर्तुर agama. He's saying, after this, Narad Muni took this mother to his ashram and assured her of all protection, and saying, my dear child, please remain at my ashram until the arrival of your husband. Hmm. तथे अवात्सीद देवर्षे अंतिके साकुतो बया यावद्दैत्यपतिर घोरात् तपसो न न्यवर्तत. After this, oh, wait, 1 second. I need to charge. Hmm. Okay. So, and he said, after accepting, now Prahlad Maharaj is telling all this to whom? To his school friends, schoolmates. He's saying, after accepting the instructions of Devarshi Narada, my mother stayed in his care without fearing from any direction. Now we come to that important part. What did Narad Muni instruct and how? It comes like this that, mm, yeah. Narad Muni has brought and Rishim Paryacharat Tatra Bhaktya Paramaya Sati Antarvatni Swa Garbhasya Kshema Yecha Prasutaye. So my mother, being pregnant, desired the safety of her embryo and desired to give birth after her husband's arrival. Thus she stayed at Narad Muni ashram, where she rendered service unto Narad Muni with great devotion. This also shows that Kayadu is a great devotee, or having all devotional qualities. Rishi Karunika Tasya Prada Ubhayam Ishvaraha Dharmasya Tattvam Jnanam Cha Mam Api Uddhishya Nirmalam. Narad Muni delivered his instructions both to me, uh, who was within the womb, and to my mother, who was engaged in rendering him service. Because he is naturally extremely kind to the fallen, being in transcendental position, he gave instructions on religion and transcendental knowledge. This is very important point. We can't just go and get a spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is not just logical understanding of how to enjoy mm, mm, life by the grace of God. No. Transcendental knowledge is how to escape from the clutches of this cycle of birth and death. And this is what Narad Muni has taught. These instructions were free from all material contamination. Uddhishya Nirmalam. Nirmalam means Malam means contamination. Nirmalam means without material contamination. And the mother, one may ask the question, what happened to mother? Tattu kalasya dirghatvat stritvan matu tirodade rishinan grihitam mam nadu napi ajahat smritihi. But what happened because of long duration of time that has passed and because of her being a woman and therefore less intelligent, my mother has forgotten all those instructions. But the great sage Narada blessed me, and therefore I could not forget. And and here next verse is very important. Bhavatat api bhuyan me yadi shraddha datte vachaha vaisharadi dhi shraddhatah stri palanam cha me yatha. He's saying, if you put faith in my words, you can also understand spiritual knowledge like me, although you are children. Women also can understand. Here it's mentioned. Hmm. Similarly, women can also understand transcendental knowledge and know what is spirit and what is matter. Janmadya shad ime bhava drishta dehasya natmanah phalanam iva vaktasya kaleneshvara murtina. And from here, uh, um, this is what he heard. Narad Muni was teaching about jnana, the knowledge of spirit, soul, and transmigration. He started saying the soul doesn't undergo any change, but the body undergoes shed. What is it? Shed ime bhava. Six changes, namely birth, existence, growth, transformation, dwindling, and death. Just as fruits and flowers of tree undergo changes. Um, then there are 12 qualities of Atma. We want to know them. This is Atma Nityam Vyaya Shuddha Ekaha Kshetrajna Ashrayah Avikriya Swadrig Hetur Vyapako Sangi Anavritah Etad Vadashabhir Vidwan Atmano Lakshanai Parai Aham Mameti Asad Bhavam Dehado Mohajam Tyajet. These are the 12 qualities. He is saying the nature of the soul. What are they? Atma is Nitya, eternal. Is Avyaya, free from deterioration. Is Shuddha, pure. Is Eka, individual. And Kshetrajna, knower of the field of our body. Ashraya is shelter of everything. And Avikriya means free from material change. Swadrik, self-illuminated. Hetu, cause of all causes. Vyapakaha, all pervading, spreading throughout the body as consciousness. Is Asangi. Sangi means to be bound or to be conditioned or in association. Asangi means independent of material body, always uncovered, anavritaha. When these transcendental qualities, with this all, a learned person must give up the false conception of I and mine. This is what he's saying. And then who can know the existence of spirit in the body is mentioned here. Hmm? Swarnam yatha gravasu hema karaha kshetreshu yogai tat abhignya apnuyat kshetreshu deheshu tathatma yogair adhyatma vid brahma gatim labhet. He's saying, as an expert geologist can understand where there is gold and by various processes can extract it from the gold ore. Similarly, a spiritually advanced person can understand how the spiritual particle exists within the body, and thus, by cultivating spiritual knowledge, he can attain perfection in spiritual life. However, as one who is not expert cannot understand where there is gold, a foolish person who has not cultivated spiritual knowledge cannot understand how the spirit exists within the body. And then the soul exists as an observer. Two kinds of bodies are there. One is individual soul, or a gross body made of five elements, and a subtle body made of three subtle elements. Five elements are air, ether, fire, water, earth. And three subtle is mind, intelligence, and false ego. This is what is body made of. By analysis, one must separate spirit from matter. Uh, and then देहस्तु सर्व संघातो जगत्तस्तुर इति द्विधा अत्रैव मृग्या पुरुषो नेति नेतेति अतः त्यजत. This is the secret. How to know ourselves is through this process. What is the process? Mentioned that's third 23rd verse is um, one must find the soul by analysis. What is the analysis? Is saying that this is not it, this is not it, this is soul is not this hand. How can the soul be hand? Because if the hand is cut, the soul is still there. The soul is my eyes. No, if one is blind, still the person is alive. Soul is something else. Soul is hair. If we have a haircut, but still we are living. Soul is teeth. No, when the teeth are gone, still we are live. So what is that? What is that which is me? By the process of this is not it, this is not it. Thus one must separate spirit from matter. Anvaya vyatirekena viveke vivekeno satatmana swarga sthana sam samamnayir samamnayir to equalize vimshrabhir asat vairaihi. He is saying that a sober person must search for the soul with mind purified through analytical understanding, study, and distinction from all things that undergo creation, maintenance, and destruction. So, soul doesn't have this. And next, destroying the polluted material intelligence is mentioned, saying that buddhi is intelligent, buddher jagaranam to awake, swapnah, sushuptir iti vrittaya ta yenaivanu bhuyante so yakshah purushah paraha. He is saying that intelligence can be perceived in three states of activities. It can be perceived in wakefulness, how we are thinking, dreaming, what is happening, and deep sleep. The person who perceives these three is to be considered the original master, the ruler, the supreme personality of Godhead. Uh, and then, ebitri varnai paryastair buddhi bedhai kriyodbhavai swarupam atmano buddhe gandher vayum ivan vayat. Hmm. He's saying one can understand the pure soul by rejecting these states of intelligence composed of three material modes, just as one can understand the presence of air by the aroma it carries. And uh, this एतद्वारो हि संसारो गुणकर्म निबन्धनः अज्ञानमूलो पार्थोपि पुंसा स्वप्न ivarpyate. He is saying, through polluted intelligence, one is subjected to the modes of nature, and thus one is conditioned by material existence, like a dreaming state in which one falsely suffers. Material existence, which is due to ignorance, must be considered unwanted and temporary. We have to be careful. Tasmad bhavabdhi kartavyam karmanam tri gunatmanam bija nirharanam yogaha pravaho paramo dhiya. Is saying, therefore, my dear friends, O son of demons, your duty is to take to Krishna consciousness. Kartavyam, here is it, Kartavyam karmanam, to give up all the material activities which can burn the seed of fruitive activities artificially created by the modes of nature and stop the flow of intelligence in wakefulness, dreaming, and deep sleep. In other words, when one takes to Krishna consciousness, his ignorance is immediately dissipated. And then what happened? Tatropaya Sahasranam. Prahlad instructions. Now, after getting that gyan, understanding Tatropaya Sahasranam, Ayam Bhagavato Ditah Yad Ishvare Bhagavati Yata Yer Ajasa uh, Ratihi. Then what comes? The taste. What is that? Of the different processes recommended for disentanglement from material life. The one personally explained and accepted by the Lord should be considered all perfect. That process is performance of duties by which love for the Supreme Lord develops. This means one should take to devotion and um, one should take to activities that awakens devotion. Guru Shushasha Bhaktya Sarvalabdharpanena cha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishwararadhanena cha Shraddhaya Tat Kathayam cha Kirtanai Gunakarmanam Tat Padamburuhu Dhyanat Tal Linge Shah Nadibihi. These are the ways through which one can attain. What is that? Guru Sushraya. Guru Sushrashaya Bhaktya means one should surrender to the bona fide spiritual master, serve bona fide spiritual master with faith and devotion. Sarva Labdharpyanena cha. Offer all one's possession to Guru or Krishna. This is very, very important. That is our saving grace. Whatever we are getting, if we are taking the credit to ourselves, then we will just lose the main purpose of getting a guru. Yeah. After all, with great, great difficulty, we connect ourselves to Guru. And if we just take credit for whatever we are doing, then it means that we are not accepting him. Yeah? Or we are accepting him by word. No, one should take it serious and offer everything to Guru. This is very, very difficult because we may think, what can happen if I'm not? I need to take care, I need to take care. Krishna will take care of one who surrenders to Guru, completely dedicates his life. There are so many examples. Sangena sadhu bhaktanam. What is the next thing? To be in the association of saintly persons and devotees. Ishwar Aradhanena cha, those devotees who are worshipping the Supreme Lord. And Shraddhaya Tat Kathayam, hearing to the glories of the Lord with faith. Kirtanair Gunakarmanam means glorifying the Lord's divine qualities and activities. Karmananam. Tat Padamburu Dhyanat, always remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Then Tat Lingesh Karha Nadibihi, worshipping the Lord's deity according to the injunctions of Shastras and Guru. Hari Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavan Asta Ishvaraha, remembering the Lord as Paramatma situated in the core of everyone, every living entity. Iti Bhutani Manasa Kamai Tai Sadhu Manayet, respecting of living entities according to their position or manifestation. So these are the qualities that are mentioned. These are 10 qualities, or no, so 10 activities that a devotee performs, then he is doing bhakti. If you have question now, what is bhakti? It's very simple because bhakti is practical. It's not theory. When one is following these things and applying that in one's life becomes mm, filled with these activities, then he is having a bhakti life. Mm. And what is the results of it? We can also see, na, it's not just activities. What is the effect of it? We can see by the results. Hari Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavan Asta Ishvara iti Bhutani Manasa Kaima Tad Sadhu Manayet Evam Nirjita Shad Vargai Kriyate Bhaktir Ishvare Vasudeve Bhagavati Yaya Samlabhyate Ratihi. Yeah. So, Rati, what is happening? The taste. Secondary result is what is one can cut down the influence of the shed vargas. Yeah, the lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and jealousy. Nirjita shed vargai. And then what is the main after that is one attains the platform of Rati. Taste. Yes, I want to do japa. I want to do kirtan. I want to cook. I want to serve the devotees. All this taste of serving the devotees comes when one is engaging in this by the blessings of the Lord. Now, and then what happens when one attains Rati is mentioned here. Um, निशम्य निशम्य कर्मणि गुणान् अतुल्यान् वीर्याणि लीला तनुभिः कृतानि यथाति हर्षोत्फुल्लाकाश्रु गदगदम these are symptoms प्रोत्कंठा प्रोत्कंठा उद्गायति प्रौति नृत्यति. These are the activities one may go through when one gets the taste. Oh, we are no more doing all sentimentally, or we are no more doing routine ritualistically, we are no more doing with force. No, when we enjoy the bhakti, then what happens is one who is situated in devotional service is certainly the controller of his senses, and thus he is liberated person. Such a liberated person, pure devotee, hears of the transcendental qualities and activities of Lord, and when he is doing that, his hand stands on end on his body, tears fall from his eyes, and in his spiritual realization, his voice falters. Sometimes he very openly dances, sometimes he sings loudly, and sometimes he cries. Thus he expresses his transcendental jubilation. And then what is happening is यदा ग्रह ग्रस्त इव क्वचित् दशति आक्रन्दते ध्यायति वन्दते जनं मुहुः श्वसन् भक्ति हरे जगत्पते नारायणेति आत्ममतिर्गतः कृपः. Saying, when a devotee becomes like a person haunted by a ghost, we know what happens. He laughs and very loudly chants about qualities of God. Sometimes he sits to perform meditation and he offers respects to every living entity, considering him a devotee of the Lord. Constantly breathing very heavily, he becomes careless of social etiquette and loudly chants like a mad man, Hare Krishna, O my Lord, O Master of the universe. तदा पुमान् मुक्त समस्त बंधनस्तद्भाव भावानुकृता या कृतिः निर्दग्ध बीजानुशयो महीयसा भक्ति प्रयोगेन समेति दोक्षजम. This is what happens is attaining particular bhava, mukta samasta bandhana. He feels freedom from all this conditioning. The seeds of his material desires are burnt to ashes. Nirdagda bijanusayo. By such bhakti, which is raga bhakti, one achieves the shelter of the Lord and directly uh, mm, contacts him. You know, and then um, shelter. Yeah, and then adokshajambam. Let me read again. Adokshjalambam. Yeah, adokshjalambam ihasubhatmanah shariranah samshriti chakrasatanam tad brahma nirvanam sukham vidur buddhaha tato bhajadvam hridaye hrid ishwaram. The real problem of life, which is birth and death, which is like a wheel rolling repeatedly up and down, this wheel completely stops when one is in the touch of the Supreme Lord. In other words, by transcendental bliss, realized from constant engagement in devotional service, one is completely liberated from material existence. All learned men know this. Therefore, my dear friends, O son of Asuras, immediately begin meditation upon and worshipping the super soul within your hearts. Huh? So then he says, worship the Lord is very easy. Ko ati prayaso sura, sorry, ko ati prayaso asura balaka harer upasane sve hridi chidravat satah swastyatmanah sakyur asesha dehinam samanyatah kim samanya very samanyat kim vishayopapadanaihi. He's saying it's very easy. Why then should people not engage in this devotional service, which is very, very easy? Why are they so addicted to unnecessary producing artificial paraphernalia for sense gratification? Huh? So why? If you don't do take to the bhakti, then what happens is mentioned here. Rayaha kalataram pashavaha sutadayo griha mahi kunjara kosha bhutayah sarvertha kama kshana bhangurayusha kurvanti martyasya kiyat priyam chala. Then what happens is, if one is not taking seriously to this, how much pleasure can empirical richness, wife, animal, children, residence, other luxurious offers to human being with lifespans, everything is going to perish in a kshanamatru bhangura, shana bhangura ayushaha. We are thinking we are living 100 years, but 100 years is nothing in front of, yeah, what we have been living in different bodies. And we are arranging so many things. Yeah, this will be there for next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. No. Rayuhu kalatram pashvah sutadayo griha mahi kunjara kosha bhutaya. I think I covered this. Yeah. Even heaven is temporary. Here is saying. Huh? So worship the Supreme Lord. Don't even dream for going to heavenly planets. Just like People who are in slum areas, they want to go to the next area, the gated community, next high society, aristocratic. What is that? In the end, everyone is going to die. Hmm. A materialistic karmi is frustrated in his attempts to attain better enjoyment. Although he thinks of himself highly learned, he inevitably gets opposite results. How? Sukhaya dukkhaya mokshaya sankalpa iha karminaha sadatnatihaya dukkham anihaya sukhavrata. Which means in this world, every material desire and acts to achieve happiness and diminish distress. Every materialist is doing this. Happiness, I want happiness, I want. There is no exception. A person who says, I am not looking for happiness, is extracting happiness from not being happy, hmm, and diminishes distress. But, sadapnotya dukkham, but they achieve only unhappiness by their actions. Who? Because they are materialist. Why? Because they have bodily concept. But giving up the desire for enjoyment, they get happiness. This is the secret. Hmm? Yeah, in fact, it is said the material body, its possessions and relations is mentioned. Kaman kama ete kamyai yad artham iha purushaha savai deha tu par parakyo bhanguro yati upayati cha. He's saying living entity desires and acts for comforts of one body, but the perishable body, which is property of others, why? Embraces the jiva and leaves him aside. So the animals are ready to eat. Huh? In fact, I think you may have heard how a dead body is uh, last rites in Persia. Yeah, you know that. One is pushed on to some place where the vultures can come and eat because they see, yeah, no, the vultures, the body belongs to the vultures, so they should come and eat. In Hyderabad also it is there. Yeah, the material body is meant to be eaten by dogs, jackals, or moths, and thus turned into useless stool, ashes, or earth. The living entity wastes his time in a futile attempt to gain material possessions for comfort of one body after another and possess things. Hey, my this is my body, but this body doesn't belong to us, but it's, yeah, property of others. As the body itself is meant to become stool or earth, there is no meaning to the paraphernalia. This body is perishable. Hmm? A relation with this paraphernalia is finished when body is finished. For a devotee who experiences an ocean of eternal bliss in worshipping the Lord, Nityananda Rasodaye, bodily relations are most insignificant. So, one should not get into this karma of performing activities in the material realm, should become free from karma. And when he gets free from karmic reactions, then he frees himself from the cycle of transmigration. Prahlad urges to the schoolmates to take to bhakti. He says in very simple form that take to this process of devotion, that is the saving shelter. How? He is saying तस्माद् अर्थ च कामश्च धर्मश्च यद् अपाश्रया भजतानि ह यात् आत्मानम् अनीहं हरि ईश्वरम. He is saying the four principles of advancement, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all depend on the disposition of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, my dear friends, follow in the footsteps of devotees. If we want to make a note, what is the important lesson from this session is follow devotees. Without desire, fully depend upon the disposition of the Lord. Second instruction. What is that? Without uh, desire, not to have too many plans, not to have so many desires, just simple life and depend on the Supreme Lord, worship Him, uh, the Supreme Lord, Supreme Super Soul in devotional service. Sarvesham bhutanam harir atmeshwarah priyah bhuter mahadbhi swakrityai kritanam jiva samyitah. He's saying the Supreme Lord Hari is the soul and the super soul of all living entities. Every living entity is a manifestation of His energy. Therefore, Lord is the most dear and He is the supreme controller. Devasuro Manushyo va Yaksho Gandharva eva va Bhajan Mukunda Charanam Swastimam Syad, Syad Yatha Vayam. Huh? If a demigod, demon, human being, yaksha, gandharva, or anyone within this universe renders service to the lotus feet of Mukunda. Mukunda means uh, one who gives liberation. Who, he is actually situated in the most auspicious condition of life, exactly like us. Huh? This is what Prahlad Maharaj is saying, and he's saying, and how can na na alam dvijatvam devatvam rishitvam vasuratmajaye vasuratmajaha prina preenanaya sorry preena प्रीणनाय मुकुन्दस्य न वृत्तं न बहुज्ञता न दानं न तपो नेत्य न शौचं न वृत्तानि च प्रीयते अमलया भक्त्या हरिर अन्यद विडम्बनम. One cannot please the Lord if one does like this. What is that? Uh, it is said, uh, uh, by being a Brahmana, uh, a demigod, sage, or by good conduct, learning, charity, austerity, sacrifice, cleanliness, or vows. He is pleased only by, it said, Priyate Amalaya Bhaktya. Amalaya means one pure devotion. Only with pure bhakti can one satisfy. Harir Anyad Vidambanam. Vidambana means only show. If one is not putting bhakti but doing everything, then that is no more devotion. Hmm? Without sincere devotional service, everything is simply a show. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Tato haro bhagavati bhaktim kruta danava atmopam yena sarvatra sarva bhutatmani shvare. So, my dear friends, O son of demons, in the same favorable way that one sees himself and takes care of himself, takes to the devotional service to satisfy the Lord, who is present everywhere as a supersoul of all entities. And he is concluding everyone can perform bhakti. What is the proof? Daiteya, yeah, one missing here, we are Rakshasas, we cannot know. Daiteya Yaksha Rakshas, Daiteya Yaksha Raksha Rakshamsi, yeah, Striya, Shudra, Vrajaukasha, Khaga, Mruga, Papa, Jiva, Santihi, Achyutatam, Gataha. Everyone can take. Everyone can take by accepting the principles of Bhakti Yoga, one can become a devotee. Etavan eva lokesmin pumsa swartha parah smrita ekanta bhaktir govinde yat sarvatra tad ikshanam. Uh, the concluding verse of this chapter is so nice. He's saying, in this material world, to render service to Govinda, lotus feet of Govinda, who is the cause of all causes, and to see him everywhere is the only goal to life. This much alone is the ultimate goal of human life, as explained by all revealed scriptures. Thank you very much. Hope we are understanding the greatness of Prahlad Maharaj, how great he is. Yeah, we can very well enjoy the appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev when he is coming to protect his devotee in a very very wonderful way, breaking the pillar. Of course, we all know how he came and what he did, but we can understand for what reason. Why? Because Prahlad Maharaj is such a great devotee. Why? Because he had such a great guru. Huh? And in fact, we can see that this itself is a blessing to whom? Kashyapa Muni told to his wife Diti that, oh, don't worry that you will have two sons who will cause all disturbance, but you will have a grandson who will be a great devotee. So we have come across various places to where the glory, as soon as Prahlad is coming, one is not able to stop to glorify him. So great. Yeah, at such a young age, he is such a great devotee. Why? Why? Because he heard to Bhagavatam. Of course, the secret is because he has heard when he was in the womb of Kayadu. Huh? I think, I don't know if Sakshi Mataji is here. Let me check. Yeah, no. Anyway, So whoever hears, especially when they are carrying, is a wonderful blessing. It's not that, okay, yeah, spiritual topics, people always say it's so great. How is it logical? No, we can really see it, in fact, works. This is what Praman. Bhagavat Praman is that one, even if the baby is inside the womb, he can still hear. Why? Because his ears develop, all organs are developing, so the power also will develop by the grace of the Lord. And that's what is the grace. If one is sincere to hear, it doesn't matter where one is and how is he, what kind of person he is Rakshas or Yaksha or whatever. The quality is devotion to serve Govinda, to accept him as the life and soul to serve him. Hmm? And then our ultimate goal of life is achieved. Yeah. Any thoughts?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thanks for the wonderful recitation, Prabhuji. Especially, I think now it is understandable how Prahlad Maharaj is such a great devotee, yeah, because he has a perfect guru who kind of, gave a lot of instructions. And also, one aspect was whoever it be, they can perform bhakti. I think the kind of words from Narada Maharishi was very inspiring to hear, Prabhuji. I have one question, Prabhuji. Like, how does the guru and Shishya association happen, Prabhuji? Like, is the guru is the one who chooses, or how does this
This is
linkage
a
happen?
very, very, very important question that one has to really ask, not only to himself or herself, but also when an opportunity comes, and until one really gets in contact with an external form of the Lord, I mean, of the Guru manifested, one has also Paramatma who is inside, who is also be approachable. The Lord is ever eager, just like this. We know, na, Svetaswara Upanishad, there are two birds. One bird on the tree is eating the fruit, the other bird is just seeing. So we are eating so many fruits, whatever we are liking, and etc. But as soon as when we think this life is disgusting, we really need a guru. And then when we are turning towards Guru, the Guru is there to hear. So he arranges our life such a way that we are going, so which means it is not like a hill climb. Uh, it's not like you're climbing a hill still to find a guru, but it's more easier that you are actually going into the directions are arranged such a way that you approach your guru. That, of course, it's not just blindly, oh no, there is this thunder, what do you call this? Thunder, what is it? Lightning, if a lightning or a rainfall or whatever signs, it's not about that. You approach a guru or you approach a senior sadhu or whoever you come across, and you are asking questions. You're not asking questions to test him. Yeah, of course, this is also one part. But the purpose of asking questions is actually to see, anyway, I am in this problem and I want to get out of it, and I'm trying to find support. And when you're hearing to the answers, when you are convinced, yes, this is really working, and yes, this means I think he is able to understand me, I'm able to understand him, and this is from a heart to heart connection, and because of that you will see, okay, then you will approach guru and ask, can you please give me shelter because I'm desperately in need of your shelter. And the guru, yeah, also is seeing what are we doing as a person, can he really keep up his promise, can he really do, is he really a disciple really. And these kind of exchanges and understanding, and then this relation becomes formalized. So maybe to your question whether the guru is sent to you, yeah, the guru is sent to you, and at the same time you also are eager to go so that it gets faster. Yeah, it's not like, let him come anywhere. I know now I have approached my Paramatma, and Paramatma will give signal to that guru, and let guru will anyway. Guru's duty is to do Parivajagacharya, means traveling. He will travel. No, we also are very eager to really get as many occasions as possible to approach, to hear to him. If we cannot go, at least regularly here, try to get in contact by asking. These days, you can even reach by via text messages or phone calls. Of course, they are busy, but nevertheless, they understand, okay, your eagerness is there. You are not going to just ask casual questions, and all these things are observed. And also, as I said, the Lord is enabling both to come closer. Yeah, what is needed from us is that a genuine interest to get connected, and Guru is also genuinely looking who is interested. Just Narad Muni, yeah, as soon as he know that Prahlad Maharaj, he is going to be in the hands of Indra. No, yeah, it's an occasion that he can preach. Yeah, so this is what happens.
Thank you, Prabhuji, so much. It was very nice. Beautifully explained. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Other questions? Are we ready for tomorrow? How is the mood?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah,
Yeah,
Chandra
yeah.
Mataji, you joined
Thank you.
today.
Really, today I was really unsure, like I couldn't attend today or not. Really, with the blessings of Guru and Krishna, Prabhuji, really I'm very happy to attend now. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Really, everything happened fine. Yeah,
All the best.
thank you.
Final thoughts, anyone? Any questions or
Hare
comments?
Krishna Prabhuji, I have one question that just
Mhm.
came to my mind about free will.
Okay.
So basically, I was thinking it this way, like astrological, like destiny kind of thing, and also on the story, like Prahlad Maharaj. I think his great grandmother was already told that one of your uh, ancestors
Mm-hmm.
means lineage will be a very good devotee
Mm-hmm.
after demons. So also in Ramayana, like already told things. So my question is, if things are already predicted, then free will and if someone has to come into the life will come into devotee or this path or
Mm-hmm.
something, is this free choice, free will, or is it already
Because
destined?
of free will only that a soul is coming like that. It was the free will of a great soul like Prahlad Maharaj to become the grandson who is a devotee. Hmm? So it is a free will. It's not that, okay, we can see the free will of a person to do something, and the environment is created according to his karma. Yeah, if he has really the just like you want to go and enjoy, uh, your free will is there, but destiny also should support, right? Hmm? It's just not the desire. You need to have money to go to casino. So if one has that piety, it will happen. And now your question is whether if Diti already was informed that grandson will be a great devotee, which means this grandson is already foretold. In fact, we know who is Prahlad Maharaj in his previous life. Because of that, he is Prahlad Maharaj this in this life. Again, we have to understand what was he in the previous life, what did he do, and why did he come. But yeah, so the free will is there, but also there is some um, his own karma. Yeah, so both will come. And now, was it that Prahlad Maharaj himself, he's saying, no, 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 my destiny is that you become my father. My destiny is that you throw me into the under the elephant and all. No, nothing like that. While his free will was what? What was his free will? His free will was still to always remember Hari. And of course, there was this effects which were influential effects, but he still, with his free will, he hooked to Hari. And this is the foretold by Kashyapa Muni. It is not that because Kashyapa Muni told, that's why he became devotee. I don't know. Pratik, probably you're getting the point. It
Yes.
is that still there is this free will of aspect. When the elephant was about to crush, what did Prahlad do? What will we do? Hmm? We would just try to escape, or if we can't escape, then gone is gone. But at that time, what we see is Prahlad Maharaj was chanting. It is not because he is devotee, that's why he is chanting. Hmm? He was chanting, that's why he is glorified as great devotee. Hmm?
Okay.
Or
So, yeah,
is it still
understood.
confusing?
Yeah, understood, as per that. But also, I don't know. I don't know about it, but like the astrological charts and all.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Astrological
yeah,
charts also are.
those.
It's not that astrology is some um, mm, fake, or astrology is science, and astrology definitely also, again, it is said, just like how we can see Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha were born because Diti and Kashyapa had union in the odd hours. Yeah, that is also astrology is saying, yeah, that's not suitable, and accordingly the influential persons or people will be born, or this is also. So free will of Diti, free will of Kashyapa Muni, did someone push? No, it was their own choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And astrologically is also backed up, because that thoughts that they got, which is as per astrological time, which was not correct, will lead a wrong result. Action has a reaction, right? Astrology is also saying same thing.
Okay.
Astrology is saying if your sun is like this, moon is like that, etc., etc., like this, then this is what will happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, Prabhuji.
So at a normal level, one is always under the influence of this astrological time, or no grahas, planetary influence. But one can still, it doesn't mean that devotee na, okay, then Rahu what will do, Shani what will happen. Yes, one who takes shelter of the Lord is going to take care of his life. Though it seems that the grahas are affecting him, though he may go through all the pains and sufferings and happiness, whatever may be like other any normal man, but his life is completely controlled by the Lord. If Lord want to minimize the effect, he can minimize, or if he want to, what do you call this? Instead of giving a suffering of 10 years, he would just make the whole result to be suffered in 2 days or whatever, because now he has surrendered to the Lord is going to manage the whole things. So sarva dharma parijanja mamekam sharanam raja. So one who surrenders to me, then I am going to take sarva papebhyo moksha ishyami masucha. I am going to take care of everything. The glorious position of a devotee is that he doesn't have to worry which graha is going to do what, that he has to pacify that graha. No, because na, in astrology, if you know that Shani period is going on, you can do Shani puja. If you have Rahu, you can do Rahu Kal, what do you call, Rahu Ketu puja. So many things are there. How you can shanti, you can pacify those grahas not to affect you, right? Which
Yes,
means
Prabhuji.
your free will is there through which you are doing. It's not that because your grahas are there, that's why you are thinking like this to do. Yeah. So the free will is always there, you are doing, and it also is incurring a result that will apply to you on a later stage. But what are you doing with that free will? When the Lord Himself doesn't want to take away the free will, how can the grahas take away your free will? Grahas are going to influence as per whatever the activity is the mind. Yeah, Chandra will do like this because he is the god of mind. Buddha will do this, Mangala will do this, Guru will do this. All they are, they can influence you, but still with your free will. Yeah, sometimes people will call, what is it called, Sankalpa, and if you are determined, yeah, Sankalpa, if you are determined to become a devotee in spite of all odds, huh? Then a devotee is totally, he is completely in the hands of the Lord, and Lord is going to take care of him. So the devotee need not panic because of whatever grahas he may go through. Yeah, we may see, yes, Shani period is going on. We may have some experiences like maybe another karmic Shani, I mean, who is going through the same. But our our life because it's driven by the Lord, yeah, though we may see, we know that, okay, the Lord is taking care, we can be peaceful. Though we may go through all difficulties, still we are happy. Why? Because the Lord is taking a control of us. Why? Because we have that conviction, we have that faith, we have surrendered to you, oh Lord. If you want to punish, you can punish. If you want to give everything, you can give. If you give everything, I am going to offer you everything. If you punish me, I am happy because whatever I have done is not a small thing. I have done unlimited things. For that, I deserve all this punishment. But I will not leave my position to be your servant.
Yes, Prabhuji.
That free will is always there. We can see if you can interview any you can take few random devotees in your contacts, or you can also read in internet how the life has changed when they became a devotee, how the life has transformed, where whatever grahas are there doesn't matter. They may go through very difficult time, but they see that because the Lord who doesn't want us to enjoy these things, He's taking away. One may think this is just a mindset. It's not a mindset. It is accepting the will of the Lord. It is accepting the plan of the Lord. It is accepting the grace of the Lord. That's how one becomes a devotee. Yeah, Pratik Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I would have more confused you, but yeah, we can see the life of a devotee and the life of a common man. Both are still under the influence of the grahas or astrology. Yeah, but still the Lord has His own say on devotees, how He wants His devotees to lead a life.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. Then let's close. Tomorrow 9 o'clock, be ready. Let's celebrate Nrsimha Caturdasi by hearing the Lord appearing. Till now, we have glorified His devotee. As I always say, in this pastime, we have two great heroes, Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu. Tomorrow, we will see who is greater hero. Is it Prahlad Maharaj or is it Hiranyakashipu? Sorry, is it sorry, is it Nrsimhadev? Hare Krishna. 9 o'clock. We will join on which bridge? On the Sunday bridge, Satish Prabhu? Is it the Bhagavad Gita bridge or we'll use the NBS? Anyway, please share the details.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Yeah, we have been
And
using that.
also circulate everyone so that yeah, tomorrow's festival, let's give the grace to everyone to hear the glorious appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev. Thank you very much. I will do the Nrsimha Japa now. Yeah. Uh, let's pray for Adirasa Prabhu's mother. If someone want to join, they can. Shall we use the same bridge, Rupa, or shall we use the Skype? Anyway, we need to do this. Saturday is our turn, right?
Yeah. Better on Skype or other bridge because it's
Okay.
already telecasting. Let's
Acha.
stop the live telecast.
Okay. Let's stop this. Okay, then we will join. If someone is interested, you can ping me, or yeah, you can watch in the sadhana group and connect group. We will post